I'm here today with a Is It Worth the Splurge video on the new Estee Lauder and Victoria Beckham collection. This came out last year. Everything sold out so fast, and so this year when it came out, I kind of like jumped the gun, bought a bunch of products because I really wanted to try them. I was bummed I missed out last year. They have a ton of stuff. Everything's still pretty much in stock on Estee Lauder. It now came over to Sephora, which is when I bought it because Sephora had a 15% off coupon. I think it was called Lucky Day was the coupon code. You can try it and see if it works for you. So I got 15% off all these products, which is good because they are pricey. The least expensive product that I got is $45 and it's for a single eyeshadow. So today we're going to try each of the products. I'm going to tell you if I think it's worth the money. I'm going to show you the packaging, and we're just going to kind of go one by one through these products. I have quite a few here. I have the primer, I have 2 of the bronzers, the highlight, and 2 eyeshadows, and then the setting powder. So I wasn't really interested in the duos or the quad. The colors just didn't do anything for me. I didn't feel like in love or inspired by them, so I skipped on those. Same with the lipstick. I wasn't really impressed with the lipstick or the lip gloss. And so these are the ones that like I was most excited about, ones that I feel like, especially the bronzers and the highlight, I missed out last time and I really, really wanted to try them. So today we're gonna go through each product. We're gonna see if it's worth it. I'm gonna put it on for you today. And yeah, if you guys are new, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy and you decide to stay a while by hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And now let's get into the first impressions and is it worth the splurge? All right, so we're gonna start off with the primer. This is the Morning Aurora Illuminating Cream, and it says that it is a part primer, part moisturizer. It's supposed to give you a luminous look, and it says use it alone or under your makeup as a luminous primer. So this retails for $95. Oh my god. It's like sometimes you buy stuff and you're like, oh, add to the cart. You don't really pay attention to how much it was. Now the box is gorgeous, gorgeous packaging, and this just looks so beautiful. Like it definitely matches my makeup room with the gold accents, but $95, so expensive. And it is a white moisturizer, primer, illuminator in one. So we're just gonna put this all over my face. It's definitely a little bit cooler now in Redding, so I feel like I can wear a little bit more luminous products and it's not gonna melt off my face. I already kind of started my eye makeup because we are gonna try an eye product, but I didn't want to do like a full eye tutorial. I just kind of wanted to try one of the eye products so I didn't buy like the eye duos or the palette, but there was a couple of the single ones that I really liked, so they looked really pretty. We're gonna see how they work. All right, so it definitely has like a luminosity to it, but I don't know if it's worth $95. I don't know if it's worth $95. I feel like I have so many like illuminating primers that are really good. Like one of them that I really like is this Lorac one. This is the Lorac Light Source. I know it's not anywhere near $95. I also really like the Rimmel Instant Flawless. This is probably $5 or somewhere around there. And it's a perfecting primer. Let's just like kind of swatch them by each other and see if they're close because I don't know. So here they are swatched. This one is the Rimmel one, and this one is the Victoria Beckham. So the Victoria Beckham has a little bit more of a yellowy pearl, and this one has more of a white pearlescent, but I don't know if you would really notice that on your face. I don't know. I don't really feel like it blurred much on my face. It did give me a nice luminous glow, which is pretty. I just think that there is other products that do the same thing for far less money. I don't know, maybe pick this one up. I mean, the Estee Lauder Victoria Beckham one is gorgeous packaging. I just don't know if I want to spend $95 on packaging. Gotta draw the line somewhere, okay? 2 of the eye metals. I picked up Bitter Clove and Blonde Gold. These retail for $45. Again, I got 15% off all of these with that Sephora code. The packaging is absolutely stunning. It's very weighty, so there is like definitely some money put into the packaging of this. So it's not like it's cheap packaging with an expensive price tag just because it's Victoria Beckham. Like this packaging is weighty. And so I'll show you the colors here. I, for some reason, have difficulty opening these. I don't know why. All right, so this one is the shade Blonde Gold. Blonde Gold. And it is a kind of white gold sparkle. This one just kind of doesn't wow me a ton. And then this one is Bitter Clove, same packaging, beautiful packaging. And this color looks gorgeous. I think this is what I'm gonna put on. So I just kind of wanted to do like a bulk of my eye look. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a pretty bronze, but we'll just have to see if it's worth it. So it says it's a rich, creamy, ultra pearl powder shadow, and it has a high shine finish, densely pigmented, and Blonde Gold is a wash of white gold that adds a beautiful glow and can be layered over other shadows for a veil of shimmer, which is probably why it like underwhelmed me, because it's supposed to go on top of shadows. And then Bitter Clove creates a high shine finish and is densely pigmented, earthy shade with flecks of bronze. So again, that one retails for $45. So we're gonna go in with the clove color. A MAC 242 brush. I wonder if I should put like glitter glue down. I mean, I have a tacky base, let's see. Okay, yeah, this brush isn't gonna do anything. Let's get some glitter glue and see if that really picks up the pigment. So apply a little bit on the lid, and hopefully that will help it adhere a little bit better. And let's start patting it on. Okay, that definitely helped it. Definitely helped. Definitely pretty, but I don't know if it's like $45 worth of spectacular, you know? It's like if I spend $45 for one eyeshadow, I'm gonna use my finger, I kind of want it to blow my socks off, you know? Definitely was kind of like lacking that glittery luster when I used a brush, but using my finger definitely is a little bit better. Definitely pretty, and the packaging is very beautiful. So, I don't know. I'm kind of like, it's pretty. I would definitely wear it. I think it's a great fall color, and I love it paired with like this tone of shadow. I just don't know if it's like worth it. It's like hard because I used to always pretend to be Posh Spice back in the day, so I have like a special place in my heart for Victoria Beckham. I just don't understand why all this stuff is so expensive. I get the packaging is really nice and like luxurious and high-end, but 45 bucks, man, that's expensive for 8 eyeshadow. I'm going to apply my foundation and concealer, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna try a few more products. So I finished up with my eyes, I finished my foundation, and now we're going to set it. If you're wondering what foundation I'm wearing, it's a Lancome Tint Idol Ultra, and I just did a whole video of like my favorite high-end foundations. And the lashes I'm wearing are House of Lashes. I think they're Aurora Lights. So, all right, the next is the Skin Perfecting Powder, same beautiful packaging. This retails for $85. Yikes. All right, the packaging, again, beautiful. This one's gold, all gold, where these ones are black and gold. This one has like a quilted leather, and then this one is just like a hard metal. Retails for $85. It says it's a translucent sheer powder that reduces the appearance of pores. It creates an airbrush finish, minimizes look of imperfection, and sets makeup. With a soft, lightweight, and comfortable soft yellow undertone, brightens all skin tones. It is like a beautiful compact that I'd like totally want to carry in my purse. It's so pretty. So I'm going to use my little setting brush, and we're going to grab some of this powder and set my concealer, set along the side of my nose. Now I can say, like, usually this Tint Idol Ultra foundation is a pretty matte foundation, and I do see that there is like some glowiness peeking through, probably from the primer, which is really nice. But I don't know if it's, you know, $90 worth. I feel like most of my like illuminating primers kind of do the same thing. So I'm just kind of setting my face, and I'm gonna look, I should probably look in the mirror and see. Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like it does soften the look of pores. Over this foundation, I don't know if I'm loving it. I'm feeling like it's kind of making me look a tad bit dry. Like, yes, it totally smoothed over my pores, but it also is kind of making my skin look a little bit dry. So we're just gonna keep going. To me, it's just like a plain powder. Like, it doesn't wow me. Like, a powder that wows me is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. Like, that powder literally wows me. I'm shocked every time I wear it, no matter what foundation I use, what concealer. It looks beautiful. It literally looks like you took an eraser to the pores and fine lines. So this does not wow me. Bye Bye Pores by IT Cosmetics, the pressed one, that wows me, and it's a lot less expensive. So the packaging is beautiful. The product inside is just kind of like, okay. Let's get into the bronzers. This is what I was really excited about, the bronzer and the highlight, because I've seen so many people use them and I missed out last time when they came out. So I purchased both. I have Java Sun and Saffron Sun, so 01 and 02. These retail for $65. I think in the past maybe they were $85 and they lowered the price, but they're $65. Saffron Sun is a light bronze and then Java is a medium bronze, and it's a matte bronzer. This is Java Sun. You can see it's a little bit more of a deeper bronze, but it doesn't look too dark. So Saffron Sun is a light bronze. Okay, yeah, I see it is a little bit lighter. But not really. Like, I don't think you need both of these. I don't find that the color is that different. Here they are side by side. Like, literally, they're not that different of a bronze shade. They look very similar. Let's start with Saffron Sun, which is the lighter bronze, and then we'll see if we need to build up with the other one. Again, packaging is gorgeous. Is it worth $65 though? I don't know. So I'm just gonna kind of bronze. Do you know what they should have like a term for bronzing and contouring, like where you contour with your bronzer, like a bronze tour. All right, so I mean, it blends really nicely. I'm like kind of sad because I feel like I wanted to be wowed more by this collection because I was spending so much freaking money on it, but I mean, I'm finding that it's pretty. The products are pretty and the bronzer is really pretty, but I don't know if it like wows me more than other bronzers that I have. You know what I'm saying? This Saffron Sun is very, very light. I feel like I'm quite pale and I feel like this is like very, very light. Let me get a different brush. Yeah, that picks up a little bit more product. Yeah, these are definitely like, it's a very light bronzer, as in like not intensely pigmented. So you really can build up the bronze look, which is, you know, nice, but at the same time, and you kind of want like a pigmented bronzer at $65 because otherwise you're gonna like blow through this product so fast if you have to keep adding and adding and adding. Let's try this other one. This one's Java. This one's like a little bit of a deeper bronze. If you're very, very fair, I would go with Saffron, but I feel like I'm like a light, especially right now with no self-tanner on. I'm like a light complexion, and I feel like it wasn't really showing up a ton on my skin. Again, another product that I was super bummed I missed out on last time. It's in Modern Mercury, and this one retails for $75. Oh my gosh. I definitely was not paying attention to how much everything was when I was buying it. I just saw Sephora, like I got an email that said it was live on Sephora and I was like, oh my God, I gotta get everything. So $75, it says it's a rose gold and a shimmering highlighter that enhances the cheekbones. All right, I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty highlight brush because I'm like obsessed with this brush. And it's going, oh, that is pretty. Okay. Yeah, that's really pretty. Is it $75 pretty? I don't know, but it's pretty. I mean, that's a very beautiful highlight. It definitely gives that wet look. And it's funny because I actually heard somebody talk about this and was like, you kind of have to be a little bit careful with this highlight because of the tone of it. If you go too crazy, it almost gives you like a bruised look because of the tone in it. There's something about it that if you put too much, it kind of gives like that bruised look, which we're not about that life, but it's really pretty. It's a really, really pretty highlighter. All right, so let's do kind of like a quick final recap of everything. Is it worth your money? Was it worth my money? Let's find out. The Primer Moisturizer Illuminator. Beautiful packaging, looked beautiful on the skin. Do I think it's worth the $95 price tag? Absolutely not. It's beautiful, but it didn't wow me enough to be like, oh yeah, holy girl status, I will spend $95 again and again. To me, the packaging is pretty, the price tag is absolutely outrageous for what you're getting. Like, it's pretty, but you can buy the MAC strobe cream and I feel like get the exact same look at a lot less of a price. You can try the Lorac one, this Rimmel one. I mean, when it's all blended out on your skin, it's going to look the same. This is a fantastic primer. It's a fantastic illuminating primer, and I just don't think that the $95 price tag is worth it in the slightest. Yes, it's beautiful if you are a huge Victoria Beckham fan, if you are a person that has like a little extra money to splurge on like pretty looking packaging and products, then yeah, go ahead and splurge. So if you're a person that is more concerned about the product that you're actually using versus the packaging, I'd skip on that one. I think there are so many other products that do the exact same thing at a much cheaper price. Next, the eyeshadows. Now, I only used one. I guess we could try to put a little bit of this other color on the inner corner of our eyes, give it a little like sparkle. Let's try that. Pop it just on this inner corner. You know, I think this is pretty. Do I think it's like a must-have? No. Me personally, I'd pass on that color. It's just not wowy enough. Like, I feel like you could just get like a loose glitter or use the Stila little magnificent metals if you want a really glittery look. I feel like there's so many other products that are so much less expensive that will give you that glittery look. As for the Bitter Clove one, it is really pretty. I just feel like by the Dose of Colors quad with Desi and Katie, there's a color that's very similar to this. I feel like there's an Inglot shadow that's very similar to this. The Jouer Skinny Dip palette that has all the metallics, I feel like there's a color very similar to this, and you get other colors too, probably for that $45 price range. So while it's pretty and it looks pretty on the eyes, I don't find that it's like overly like, wow, this is something I'm gonna reach for all the time. Yes, it's pretty, but it's $45 for one eyeshadow, and it's a pretty eyeshadow. It's not like spectacular, it's not mind-blowing. It is pretty, but I just feel like there's, again, other products that look very similar that are extremely less expensive, as well as like you could get it in a palette. Next, the powder. I think the powder packaging is beautiful. For me, this is just like a white powder. I feel like when I'm looking close in the mirror, it's very cakey looking on my skin. I don't feel like it really blurred anything. I feel like my skin actually looks very, very dry looking, which is interesting since I just used an illuminating primer and moisturizer primer illuminator with a foundation that I wear all the time that makes my skin look really pretty. And then as soon as I put this over top, it just looks dry and not nice. I'm really enjoying the Instamatte Fix and Perfect from Rimmel. It's really inexpensive. It does a nice job of setting my under eyes and setting my T-zone. It doesn't make me look cakey. It's not heavy. But if you want a powder that's gonna wow you, the Bye Bye Pores by Cosmetics, I would buy 10 times over this. So the packaging's beautiful. The powder was just mediocre for me, and not something that I think is worth the $75 or $85 price tag. Bronzers, again, another product that the packaging is pretty. You definitely don't need both of these bronzers. I feel like you have to be quite fair to really get good use out of the lighter bronzer, because I just felt like I kept building and building and building and building to try to get some color on it. Then I went in with the darker color and kind of got a little bit more of a bam, but you know, they're not, I don't know, they're just not super spectacular bronzers. The packaging, again, beautiful. It's Victoria Beckham, so I get that there is like a bit of a jump in the price for that, but I've been using this bronzer here from Catrice. It's their matte Sun Glow bronzer, and this one's beautiful. It's like very pigmented. Swatching it, it's literally almost the same color. It blends beautifully. It feels like skin, and this is like super cheap. It's so inexpensive. So while these are beautiful and the packaging is beautiful, I don't know, I have other bronzers that I think are really nice and don't cost as much. The packaging of them is not as nice, but I don't know. $65. Last but not least, we have The highlighter is really pretty. It's a beautiful rose gold highlighter. If you have a light skin tone or a fair skin tone, this will not work for you for a highlighter. Like, I'm a light skin tone and it's like questionable. I do see what they mean about like, it can look like it's bruising a little bit because it's such a like rose gold color that you have to have some pigment to your skin. Like, you have to be a little bit darker to really, I feel, pull this off and not have it look bruised. If you're fair, this is just gonna look bad, I think. I don't know, I just feel like for fair and light skin tones, this is just almost way too dark. It's pretty, but I just feel like it's way too dark. I think it'd make a pretty eyeshadow. Do I think it's like worth the $85 or $95 for it? Not really. Love the Fenty Beauty ones. I think those ones are really pretty. They're like a third of the price. I just think that this color is just too dark for pale, fair, light skin tones, which is weird because she is like a light skin tone kind of gal. So I'm really surprised that the highlighter is just so dark. Like, I feel like it looks okay in the viewfinder, but in person, like looking in my mirror, like it's definitely too dark for my skin. And almost on the cheekbones where it like right up here, it almost does kind of give that bruised look. So that is my final thoughts on the Victoria Beckham collection. Did you pick anything up from it? Do you like it? What do you think? What do you think of the price tag of it? I think everything is like extremely overpriced, and there's a lot of things that I'm very, very seriously considering returning just because it's so expensive for what you're getting. The packaging, again, A+ on packaging, but product is just like okay. To me, this is like max $40 for a lot of these products, like in the $25 to $45 range for the actual quality of what you're getting inside, minus the packaging. So what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.